Alright, boys. SDS has dropped the new Future of the Franchise program. I'm going to take you through this. I'm going to tell you exactly who to pick, who to add to your squad to make the best team, who are going to be the best options at each position. Alright, so in the program, you got these AL flashback packs and you got these NL flashback packs. Now, these are just collection fillers that help you get George Brett. They're just in here. You just got to take 5 cards from each division, get them for George Brett collection. That's all that is. We got legend icons, unlockables, all that good stuff. Bad skin. It's very annoying that they just put this in as fillers. I'd rather just have free packs. Ballin is a habit. The show packs. Always intense. Big dog. Anything. But SDS loves giving us these unlockables. So we gotta deal with it. You gotta grind through it. It's just how it is. Alright, and at 150k, you're gonna get your first Future of the Franchise card. And you're gonna start with the AL East. Now for the AL East, you got Gunnar Henderson, Brian Bello, Oswald Peraza, Josh Lowe, and Orelvis Martinez. Now my picks for this are pretty easy, I'd say. My first pick is going to be Orioles future star, Gunnar Henderson. This card doesn't have the best contact or best power, but he is super solid all around hitting. And he's got 96 arm. You can play him at short, second, or third. That 96 arm is going to play very well. It's going to be a great addition to your defense while providing solid offense. Now, second pick, I struggle between Orelvis Martinez, who looks pretty decent, and Oswald Peraza. I think I'm going to go with Oswald Peraza because as we're getting these new pitchers in the game, the hits per 9 threshold is going to keep going up, and that contact stat is going to be more important. He's got 80 plus power on both sides, which is plenty. Provides good defense, better speed than Martinez, and better contact. Brian Bello card, if you'd like to see it, he's got a 4-pitch mix. The reason I'm staying with it from him is the pitch mix. And here's the Josh Lowe card. Nothing on this card really stands out to me. He's got good defense, but there's so many other outfielders that have really good defense with better hitting stats. Now for your second Future of the Franchise card, it is going to be the NL East. Now I'm a Braves fan, so as a biased Braves fan, I am picking Michael Harris with my first pick, but I do not suggest you pick him if you want the best player. His power stats will not play. His defense doesn't make up for it, neither does contact. I really don't know how this card's a 95. Kilo Watson's a very solid option at second base. He is 5'9", not my favorite height. He's got good speed. He's basically like Jazz Chisholm, just a little bit better probably. But he won't be my pick either. Now Brett Baty, or Batty, I don't know how you say it. He's got a good swing. We know this from years past. He can play third base, has a good arm. He can play at left field, 62 speed, good fielding. Be alright out there. I'd rather have another fielder. But his hitting is where he comes into play. He's going to mash for you. 108, 100 versus righties, 94, 88 versus lefties. He's going to hit bombs. He's going to be a great addition to the lineup, a lefty bat in there. So Brett Baty would be my first pick for the NL East if I wasn't picking Michael Harris. And my second pick would be Bryson Stott. Now the reason I'm picking him over the other guys who may have a little bit more pop in their bat is he has 112 and 100 contact. Lefty swing, 6'3", he's right in that good height threshold. That 112 and 100 contact is really going to help you out once you get to Hall of Fame and Legend. Once you get to these higher levels and the pitchers start getting more hit per 9, I think Bryson Stott's going to be a really playable card if he has a good swing. And here's the Brady House. He only has 84 contact versus righties, 90 pop on both sides, so he does have a good amount of pop in his bat. 69 speed, nice. Fielding's decent. That's what we see with a lot of these Future of the Franchise cards. It's good fielding, good speed, and then hitting stats are kind of all over the place. They're anywhere from 80 to like 105 for most of the guys. I would have liked to see them juice the stats a little bit more on the hitting side, but I understand it's still early game. Last year they released a lot of cards that smashed so early in the game, and then by the end you were getting 99s that weren't even useful. So I do enjoy how they're putting on the content this year. Alright, that's the NL East pack. Next pack you're going to get is the Future of the Franchise AL Central. This is Cespedes. I don't know how to say his first name. Is Yoqui, maybe. Don't make fun of me on that. Alright. This card, if you're going to be the worst fielder out of the bunch, if you're going to have low contact, you need to have a little bit more pop than 97 and 100. He's 5'9". It's definitely not going to be my pick today. He's Jordan Valera. Now, this card looks nice. It just all depends on the swing for me on him. The only thing that puts him a little bit lower than some other guys is defense. In the outfield, I love having 90 plus speed, 90 reaction, 90 fielding, 90 plus arm. I love Clemente, Acuna, Luis Robert, guys like that. And I don't know if Valera's hitting is going to make up for it, so he won't be one of my first 2 picks. Now this is Jackson Jobe. He's got 94 hits per 9. Could be a little bit higher. His pitch mix is actually decent, as he has 2 fastballs, slider, circle change, curve. So I think at this point in the game where there's not too many good starters, I am going to pick Jackson Jobe and at least try him out. Even though he may not be the best, he will be my second pick. He may not be the best. Nick Pratto, I feel like him and Valera are kind of the same card. Pratto plays first, but he can also play outfield. 52 speed, good fielding, lower contact with a little bit higher power. I think it's whoever has a better swing is who you're going to want to pick out of Pratto and Valera. Now here's Austin Martin. He's going to be my first pick from the AL Central guys. He's got 82 speed, about 80 fielding all around, which is not the best, but you get him parallel too. He's got 80 arm. He can play all the outfield positions, third and shortstop. I wish he could play second base maybe, but where his strength comes into play is 110 and 118 contact. I will be absolutely using that and loving it on Hall of Fame and Legend. The 81 power is just above the 80 threshold. The 73 power was 75, 76, so if you parallel him up, you could get him over the 80 threshold. But I just think that contact's going to be good enough. If he's got a good swing, he's going to be a base hit machine out here. Playing lots of positions, he is going to be my first pick. Now from the NL Central, we got Pete Crow Armstrong, which in my opinion, he's one of the worst players in this drop. His power numbers are just too low. With all these great outfielders that we're getting and that we already have that have better fielding, better hitting, I just don't think he can compete with those other guys. Now Austin Hendricks, a very interesting one. He looks like he's a lot of pop in his bat, and if he has a good swing, I might pick him second. But as of right now, he's going to be my third pick. Contact just isn't going to play as we keep progressing through the game. That's why I'm going to be passing up on him, but he is super solid all around. Now Garrett Mitchell, this card looks so sick as a defensive outfielder, and if he has a good swing, he is going to be a beast. 100 contact and 87 contact. I wish the 87 contact. I wish the contact versus lefties was a little bit higher, but the power's just there, and the defense, he might be the best, so he will be my second pick out of the NL Central as of right now. Now this Henry Davis card, first overall pick from last year. He plays for the Pirates in the minor leagues right now. The thing that makes him very useful is that he's a catcher. He's got solid hitting stats all around, almost 90 plus on everything. He's got 97 arm behind the plate. The reason I'm picking him first is because I feel like this division's a little bit weaker than some of the others, so I am going to be picking him first and using him as one of my catcher options. Now Mason Wynn, I think maybe the worst hitting card of the drop, but he definitely has the best fielding. Second, third, and short. He's got 99 arm strength without even paralleling him. 93 fielding, 97 accuracy, 90 reaction. But for Hall of Fame legend, I just can't justify picking him over some of these other guys, as much as I love the great fielding. The next pack is going to be the AL West future of the franchise. Now, first option is going to be Corey Lee. I feel like he may be a better player than Henry Davis, but there's just better players in this division where I can't pick Corey Lee as one of my first two picks. I do like him as a player. If he has a good swing, I may be choosing him over my second option. I don't know. The second guy will be Reed Detmers. With his pitch mix, I just can't justify picking him over some of these other pitchers, over some of these other hitters that just will play better in the game. I do love Reed Detmers in real life, but that pitch mix just isn't going to cut it. Now, third guy's going to be Shea Langeliers. I'm a Braves fan. I love Shea. But you bring my third or fourth pick. Him and Corey Lee are very interchangeable. They're about the same player. They're both catchers. Corey Lee does play two other positions as well. But Langeliers has good hitting stats all over the board. Great fielding for a catcher. But there's two other guys in this division that I do like a little bit better. Now, Matt Brash, he's got a 5-pitch mix. He's got 99 hits per 9. He would be my first pick from this division just because of how scarce really good pitchers are this year in Diamond Dynasty so far. I am going to be picking Matt Brash as my first guy because I want to get some of these starters and test them out. Now, this card right here looks very, very gross. He can play second, third, short. Fielding isn't the best, but that's not what we're worried about. We're worried about hitting dingers, man. We got 85, 96 contact. Wish that contact versus righties was about 90 to 95. It would make me a lot more comfortable picking this card. But the 107, 112 power as a primary second baseman is what gets me. I'm definitely picking this card second. That power is going to absolutely rake if he has a good swing. I'm really excited about this card. I'm really excited to get him. Alright, the last pack you'll be getting is the NL West, future of the franchise. In this pack, we start off with Blake Walston. He's a pitcher from the Diamondbacks, 97 hits per 9. fast curve, change, slide. There's just two guys in this division that are so good that I'm not even looking at this card, even though he may not look that bad for a lefty. Michael Toglia, 109, 107 power, switch hitting, great fielding first baseman who can play left or right field as well. Contact may not be there for the long run, but if he has a good swing as a switch hitter, he's going to be in so many people's lineups, and you're going to see him all the time. Luis Campusano is another catcher. He plays first base as well. He may have the best hitting attributes out of the bunch, but his fielding is a little bit lower compared to everybody else's. Like I said, there's two other really good players in this division, so I can't judge. He is a great option if you do need a catcher. No money spent. You don't have Joe Mauer. He will be a good option. Now, Joey Bart looks like he's going to mash the baseball. We all know he's a decent swing from his goals top now card. His fielding is a little bit lower than the rest, just like Luis Campusano. Now, this Bobby Miller card right here, I'm going to love when I'm pitching him, and I'm going to hate when I'm facing him. Those 99 with outlier on his fastball. He has arguably the best pitch mix in the game and has 102 hits per nine, which is the highest out of any of these future of the franchise cards. He throws fastball, 102, slider, splitter, sinker, and a curveball. One of the best pitch mixes you can find. Those gas. I'm really excited to use this card, and I can't wait to get him. And overall, I think he may be the best card that dropped in this future of the franchise program. He just looks like one of the best starting pitchers in the game already. So you pick one player out of each of those packs, and you get those packs one more time as you progress through the program. So you end up getting a total of 12 of these cards, and you're able to pick 2 from each division. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I showed you the best cards you should pick from each division, and you get 2 choices in each one. As I progress through the program, I am going to be debuting a bunch of these cards. I'll probably make a team just out of these future of the franchise cards for its own separate video. Like and subscribe, comment what you want to see next on my ranked season team. Thanks for watching again. Peace.